Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be listening in on the BAPE AMA, latest and up-to-date news and big breaking news that I am expecting to hear soon.
Oh
We've just got you tuned
man,
in now.
uh, our probably 50th and maybe 40th AMA guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's give it maybe a couple of minutes for everybody else to join. If you guys hear me okay, just let me know. Sammy, I can't hear you, but it looks like your microphone is muted. Let me know if you can hear me.
Uh-oh. Shammy!
Looks
Shammy,
like Sammy dropped
baby!
off, so let's give him a minute to jump back in. But anyone who's listening, guys, thank you so much again for joining. Um, this is one of our regular AMAs. We will be doing plenty more in the coming weeks as we evolve this project. For everyone that's here today, thank you guys so much. This includes all the OGs, all the people that have just joined us recently. Thank you guys. We've got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about. Um, one of the things,
Yeah,
including
yeah!
where this project is headed, what we're doing with the rest of the supply. So yeah, guys, can't wait to kick it off. Sammy, are you there?
Yeah, finally. Sorry, guys. Just had some audio issues. But I'm back. How's it going, guys?
Can you hear
I'm
me okay?
doing well.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
hey,
Perfect.
Discord's still alive.
Yeah.
Let's hope and pray it don't bug out like
So
last time,
yeah,
boys.
a couple of things we want to talk about today. We'll give it one more minute for everybody to tune in, to join in. And guys, by the way, today I have been working outside, outdoors since the morning. So if you do hear any background music on my end, background sounds on my end, I'm sorry. It is because I'm outdoors. Uh, I've been pretty much locked in my basement for the last 2 months or so, just working from there. So today we got some sunshine. I decided to kind of take my laptop outside.
It's the first nice day in New York City.
Yeah, man. It sure is. It sure is. Um, so yeah, all right. It looks like we got a pretty decently sized audience now that is tuned in. So Sammy, let's kind of kick it off and give people a background of what we're doing. We've
Sure.
got a number of things to talk about. Things like, obviously the first and foremost question is when reveal, right? People have been asking when the reveal is going to come about. So right now we're planning for the reveal to release on Sunday. Sunday, I know a lot of you guys are from different parts of the country. Sunday is the 10th of April. We're planning to do it at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys just want to figure out what time zone you're in, if you type in 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to your time zone, it'll give you an accurate timeline. So if you go on Google, you type that in, it'll give you an accurate conversion. The second thing is a lot of you guys have been asking, when is the mint closing? Right now, we're planning on closing the mint tomorrow. So tomorrow, which is April 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which gives us about 24 hours to get the reveal done. The reveal is going to be glorious, I think. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys have been waiting to see what you guys have all minted, what you guys have bought off of OpenSea. That's going to be really, really fun. So I'm super excited for that. And again, we're closing mint officially tomorrow, April 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And now the next topic of conversation is what are we doing with the remainder of the unminted supply? So first, I had a proposition to our BAPE committee. I know there's a few committee members in here that are tuning in. There was a number of different things we wanted to kind of walk over. We had a number of different options. I presented them. I got all the feedback from the committee members. One of the options was to let the OGs mint the remaining supply for 0.01 ETH, which I wasn't really for it because I think it would have undercut a lot of the other people who minted on the first phase for zero point 0.1 ETH. The other option was to burn the remainder of supply, which we also didn't want to do. And the last option was to ultimately mint for us to mint the remainder and just put it in a community wallet where every single member of the Bionic Ape family ultimately votes what to do with that community wallet. So as we grow the project, we're able to do giveaways. You guys would ultimately vote on that. So what made the most sense based off of the committee feedback that we've gotten, plus our own founder team feedback that we've gotten, is we're going to let the current mint run through tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to once that closes, we're going to do the OG claim for all the OGs that are doing the one-to-one claim. That's going to run for 7 days. And then after that period, we're going to just mint the remaining supply, and we're going to put all those assets in the community wallet, which you guys will ultimately vote on what to do with it. So yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell what is happening. Obviously there's plenty more to talk about. So Sammy, if you want to kick it off and give a quick intro on how to bring people up on the stage and what you need to do up on the stage. And again, for anyone that's not familiar, AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. So if you have any question that's on your mind pertaining to the project, pertaining to anything really, you can jump right on stage and ask that question publicly. And yeah, let's get started.
Sure. So guys, if you're new to this, at the bottom, you're going to see like a hand raise option. You can go ahead and click that. And whenever you guys do, I'll be able to bring you guys up on board and you guys can ask some questions. So I'm going to kick it off in chronological order from when people raise their hands. So we're going to go first with Scuba Steve. Whenever you're ready, welcome to the stage.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, what's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm actually driving. I'm driving my right now. Yeah. Whale, that's funny. Yeah, I just wanted to stop in and say hello and let you guys know I really like what you guys are doing. The communication with everybody, the announcements, being frequent. It's a lot of positive things there. Initially, I was only going to mint a couple, but I think it was the other night you had an AMA, and I was listening to y'all, and you guys made me feel good about it, so I started diving in deeper.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that. I've spoken to you quite a number of times. Yeah, that support is tremendous, right? Like, it just kind of shows that people are looking beyond the surface, beyond the first layer of the potential of this project. There are many other projects out there. A lot of them are amazing projects, and a majority of them, I think, are kind of not performing to their potential. Our initial sort of goal was to evolve this further than just an NFT project, but to make it a brand, a more in real life brand, which I'll touch upon a bit later for those that are just tuning in now. But yeah, man, thank you so much for your support, dude. You've been awesome.
Yeah, the T-shirt looks pretty cool, so I'm definitely in it for the T-shirt at least.
Yeah, man. A few people in here are in it for the T-shirt. I've heard that, which kind of shows you, like, it's like a lot of people love the in real life, like tangible items, and our merch store. You guys haven't even seen a preview of our merch store yet, which is going to be released.
Yeah. Today there was some guy was like, from a community standpoint, and everybody supporting each other and being positive, uplifting each other, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm a big proponent of that. I think there was some guy today where he really wanted the 1,111th one to be minted, and I just happened to chime in, and I think I had mentioned either this morning or whatever. I've been kicking around the idea of picking up some more. I think it was yesterday. I went and picked up like 8 off of OpenSea, and basically because they were all below mint price.
Wow.
So I picked those up, and then today I was, everyone has a strategy. In my case, if it was cheaper on the floor on OpenSea listings, I was going there. If not, I was going to mint. For me, when we're staking and collecting the tokens, the more I can stake, the more tokens, it's easy to figure out. The more, the better. So
yeah,
today I went on and minted 7 more purposely to get to this 1,111th for this guy that wanted it, and then I was like, come on, dude, hurry up! And he couldn't get his ducks in a row fast enough, I guess, and he missed it. And I was like, damn.
Oh
So
boy.
The fact
yeah,
that you did
Yeah.
that, by the way, the fact that you did that is such an awesome, amazing example of how cool this community is. The fact that you're like, hey, I'm going to help someone else who I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and make his dream come true. Okay, it didn't happen. He wasn't able to do it fast enough. But the fact that you did that, one, dude, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate that you did that for somebody else. That's very nice of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's look, it's no sweat. Like I said, man, somebody else. I really just wish he would have got that one because, like I said, it lifts them up. Everybody together should feel that way. It's a team effort. It doesn't matter if you have 1 or 100 of these things. You know, I look at it like even the supply, right? If we don't mint out, you guys hold on to them. Whatever your strategy there is, I think the burn or you guys minting out and holding them are the two best options. I don't like the idea of the 0.01 because that just kind of it's almost a slap in the face to anyone that paid the
Yeah.
initial mint price.
Yep.
So I think you guys are on track with that for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, just I think you guys are great, man. I'm sitting here listening, dude, and so this is the first time I've spoke up really on an AMA with you guys ever.
Well,
Dude,
thank you
So
for being here, bro.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Dude.
just know that I'm here, I'm watching, I'm listening. I might not be in Discord as much as I would like to. My wife's starting to get mad at me. So some of you guys know how that is, but
Yeah.
keep it going, man. I got I think I have 28 now. I'm gonna go to 30, and I think I'll
Wow.
stop there at them. So
Wow.
yeah, just
That is incredible, man.
yeah, it's all good. I
Yeah.
got other buddies that are doing the same thing I've done, so
I love
um,
that. Dude,
I like it.
thank you. It's awesome, right? Like again, I'm just kind of repeating the same thing. We're a legitimate team. Like we last night, a few people are asking me where I disappeared last night because I wasn't in the general chat for a little bit. And Gian, we all sat down and we had dinner in Manhattan. A lot of people didn't know, me included, because Gian is a very humble dude. He didn't tell
So
us it was his birthday.
Gian, he finally made it back home, huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, man.
Oh,
He
after getting stuck in Florida.
crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you guys. I don't know if you knew this, but I was at NFT Week and I watched him speak there.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I actually reached out to him on Instagram because I wanted to just say hi and shake his hand. I don't know if he's listening to this or not, but he's a busy guy. I can see that. When we're all sitting here on Discord and stuff, you can't put it. I mean, yes, you can put a name to a face through looking at Instagram pages and whatever, but to be there and sit in a crowd, which wasn't too far from him, man. You get a good vibe for somebody. You get to feel them out.
Yeah.
Like it's the ultimate way to dox somebody. So for me to be there, listen to him talk, he's a very confident guy and he knows what he's doing. He knows where he wants to go. I'm in the other he's got multiple projects, but I'm in Samurai Saga as well. And he is a big part of that too. And so it was really cool to just see him there speaking. You kind of get a really good feeling from somebody like that is that confident in what they're doing. So like he's a big part of why I'm here too in Bapes. So
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
just so the crowd knows, like the guy's legit.
Yeah.
I like
he
him.
is.
I follow him, and everything you guys are doing is pretty on point. I like it. I'll be here for a long time.
Hey,
Appreciate you saying
thank
that,
you,
man. And just so
Thank
people
you.
who aren't aware, there would be no Bapes without John. Me and Eugene would have never met. He wouldn't have introduced us at that dinner, or Johnny. We wouldn't have all sat down together and been able to say, "Hey, we've got a plan, we've got an idea," and put it together. And John goes, "Cool, here's the team." He's literally given us, like, you guys see the front end, but like the back end, the mods, the devs, the everything, that the behind the scenes is all Gian. Like, yeah, he'll pop into an AMA whenever he can, but like the reason why we have so much faith in what we're doing and are all having our, like you said, ducks in a row, it's because of Gian. If we didn't have Gian, we wouldn't have this project at all. So we're all grateful to have him as a founder with us. And yeah, that's kind of why we went for dinner yesterday, because we were like, hey, he was like, guys, this is amazing. Here's some ideas for the evolution of this project of where we all want to go, and we sat down and we brainstormed, and I mean, things that you know would have never come across our mind are things that he's way ahead of the game, putting himself,
Yeah.
separating himself from all other projects by doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys are probably familiar with his other project he spoke about down in Miami. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, yeah. And so, like, even that concept, I was kind of like listening to him and I'm going, damn, this guy's on another level. Like, like you said, you nailed it. He's ahead of the game. And all I can say from my point of view, like I said, the guy he's a hustler. He's confident. He knows what he's doing. And, any project he's going to run or be a part of, yeah, I want to be a part of it too.
Yeah, man,
So,
that's how I feel, and it's great that you bought him up because I was involved in one of his coin launches, not an NFT launch. He launched a coin with Sammy to promote
yep,
men's health. It was called Balls, and dude,
cool.
this was at the peak of like the greed index, right? Like last year, it was sometime around June, July, and I'm not exaggerating. I have gotten rug pulled about 50 times. And then this, like, I got involved with this coin through a friend of mine who found out about Gian and so on. And Gian was the only person, I'm not kidding, the only person that did not rug pull the entire industry of meme coins. And it was so compelling to me because, I've always kept it real. Like I'm pretty honest. I'm an open book. I love it when I meet someone that is on the same caliber as me, and we have like kind of similar insights about life. And one of those things
Right.
is just to keep it like transparent. Keep it real. Like don't like do like a fake flex. Like don't talk about how you do this and that. Like just keep it real. Like tell the truth. Share your story and be honest about it. And I was so compelled that Gian was one of those people that I had to have met him. Like I really wanted to meet him, and he accepted my invite to get lunch together. And we kind of kept in touch since, and then we were just bouncing ideas off of each other, and that's how we came up with the Bionic Ape project. And he
Very
structured the
cool.
team behind it, and he's got
Yeah.
all the resources to kind of put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And that's how we
yeah,
came about this entire project. And
Right.
we have an aligned vision, which is why I think we'll go far, right? So when people hear me talk about actually going places and taking this project places, it's more about like the fact that the team is what makes it happen, right? And when you have a team that has visions who's are aligned, you can actually get very, very far, right? So that's just one
Yeah.
of the things we were talking about yesterday, and like how we came all the way here, and we've got an awesome support system from all the members that are in the Bionic Ape project. So, man, you included. Thank you so much, dude. I'm so happy to
Yeah.
have you on board. I'm
Yeah. Well,
confident we can do great things.
yeah. And like I said, the communication from you guys is top notch. That's important. Everything else I've mentioned has all been big reasons that, I've been buying and minting more. Um, I would just, I would like to see it mint out, but if it don't, it don't. We're in a crazy world. But I'll be here, and I'm gonna let you guys get to it. We'll let someone else speak, but I'll be here listening. And congrats to you guys getting this thing going. I'm loving it, man.
thank you,
Cheers,
and thank you for being here, man. Seriously.
yeah, real. Dude,
Yep,
thank
got
you.
it. All right, y'all be good.
All
Take care
righty,
of yourself.
talk to you soon.
Uh-huh.
On that note, since we were talking about the evolution, Eugene, you want to go ahead and touch up a little bit on the direction or the angles that we're trying to do? So you don't want to give away too much, obviously, but some of the
Mhm.
stuff that we're doing for the evolution.
Yeah. So guys. Again, like we had this thought out from before we started the project. We were just building the art for the project. Obviously, a lot of people associate ape projects as derivatives, or it's like a knockoff of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is not something we intended to do. Which is why our art is much more unique than many of the other ape projects you see out there. We are the first species of the bionic ape. So, like, there's no other robotic bionic species that exists on the blockchain. So we're the ones that created this idea of creating the first robotic species, right? And with that, we wanted to integrate it and tie it into something that is connected with real life. And what's one of those things that we could have done? Something that is not commonly done in the NFT space before, like previously. So what we want to do, and many of you guys who have seen the previews of the BAPE Escape game, you see that the Bionic Ape is running. He's on an endless run. He's always moving, always on the move. So what we're trying to do now, and what we've already started working on, is ultimately creating an app for Android and iPhone users where you can download an app, connect your wallet, and what that would do is that would start tracking your movement, where ultimately you can get paid for moving. And that includes running, that includes walking. Right now we're talking to somebody from Reebok. So let me just back up a little bit before you guys kind of lose me here. Imagine where you are rewarded for movement. And I know a lot of you guys, don't like to move a lot. A lot of you like to sit by your computer or play video games or, just not go outside in general, which is totally fine. Everybody has a different lifestyle. You still have the ability to rent out your NFT to somebody else that is more active. So you can earn a commission off of your own NFT, ultimately renting it to somebody else. This is what we have in the works. This is what it is in a nutshell. I'd love to go into a deeper, detailed caliber, but again, like I said, I don't want to overhype you guys on something that hasn't been completed 100% and tested 100% yet. So this is what's in the works right now. It is doable. Our developers are actively building this. This is going to be part of the other utility of the next drop of a project. So the radioactive banana, which evolves and devolves your current Bionic Ape, is still in effect. But we want to add more utility. And when we add more utility, we want to bridge that gap between something that's in real life and something that's in your digital world. And so how can we do that? And how can we relate it to the theme of the Bionic Ape, to the story of the Bionic Ape, where the Bionic Ape is ultimately escaping like this universe where he's in a post-apocalyptic world where he's just trying to escape and run out. So, we thought this would be a great channel and a great way to connect that kind of like gap, So again, this is in the works. It will evolve. It may be crazy. It may be like super, super insane because, I've looked at other alternative.
Don't do this to me. Come on. Looks like this court doesn't like. Eesh. Alright, so let's exit and come back in.
Just not gonna go into too much detail on. And Eugene sometimes gets excited and gets carried away, but that's awesome because we're happy to share with you guys. And like we said, we want to make sure that we're able to deliver. The only reason why we don't give you guys 100% of the information is because we don't want to make a promise that we can't 100% deliver on. So we do our best to do everything in our power to only make promises on things that we absolutely know that we can deliver on. But now that that's out, now that's something that we have to make sure that we deliver on, and we do our best. And that's literally what we've been doing since the beginning of the project. Every time we told you guys something, we're like, hey, this is something that's gonna happen. We've never said, hey guys, we're gonna do this and do that, and then just like disappeared and no, that didn't work out so well. We were honest from the very beginning, and we want to make sure that this is a continued project where we're 100% transparent with you guys. And as things evolve, that's kind of why we have the idea of the committee members is those who've minted enough to be part of the committee. They get to discuss and have votes on what happens with this project, what direction they want to take it in. And obviously, we have an internal team that we deal with, but we run back and forth between the committee and our internal team, and then we find solutions to problems, or we find directions on how to take ideas, and that's what really makes this project grow, because the community really is the driving force behind it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it definitely is. And again, I don't know if anyone read my announcement earlier today. There was one line I mentioned that we are in a very opportunistic space. Like there's so much opportunity in this space that for anyone that can't wrap their head around it just yet, just do a little bit of reading. Dive in a little bit deeper on the research and what the potential of the space really is. Right now, we're in the midst of a bridge between bridging the gap of Web 2 and Web 3. And once you really kind of wrap your head around it, you'll see that you'll be so inspired to learn more and get more involved that you just won't stop. Like there are times that I literally wake up in the morning and I'm just bouncing ideas of like, okay, what's next? Like, what's the next big thing that we can introduce? What's the next first thing that we can kind of create that hasn't been done before, right? These are the kind of thoughts that run through my mind, and like this was the first pivotal project for me as
You
more of an
mean the
introduction to this
evolution
space on
of
a
NFTs?
Web3 level. So I'm super excited for it.
Play to earn game.
Someone wrote in the comment section in the general chat, "Spill the beans, Eugene."
Yeah, and the beans will be spilled. I mean, you guys will see it. It's not even
Come on. Yeah, bloody knew it.
not like I've been pushing this since day one. Like this is not a quick flip project. This is not like a project you come in, you mint for whatever zero point 0.1 or 0.06 ETH, and then you flip it for 0.2 and you leave and you forget about it. And you know, sure you made a couple $100, but there's a lot more upside on the back end. You know, that's where it gets really interesting. For the projects that can stick around and prove their worth is where I think the most value add is. And when you have a super supportive community like most of you guys, that's where the value is, right? When you can move things, when you can say we've got this massive bionic force behind us. You know, they're supporters. They get it. They understand. They're in this space. Yeah, I mean, I can go on and on, but Sammy, if you want to bring more people onto the stage, I'd love to hear some questions and get them answered.
For sure. All right, let's go ahead and bring the next person. My seeds, you've been very patient. You all have actually been patient in the waiting room, so I'm going to get you guys on stage in a second. With my seed, you're next, and then right after that, you've got Big Skywalker. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and hit the accept button, and we'll see you on stage.
Discord's
There we
bugging
go.
out. It's gonna bug out again.
Also, you're currently
My
muted, by the
speed,
way.
yeah, I was just gonna say.
Hey,
Oh,
can you
there
hear
it
me?
is.
There we go.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey,
How you doing?
how's everybody
Yeah,
doing?
it's definitely bugging
Pretty
out.
Good. How are
good.
you?
I'm doing good.
God damn, Discord, fix your
For
shit, man.
information on what you were talking about as far as the OGs and the one-on-one.
Yeah. So right now, I don't know if you were tuned in to the beginning, and for anyone that just tuned in, so here's the plan. I bounced this a number of different ideas with the committee members, and we kind of took a day and a half to gather feedback, and we heard everyone's feedback, what they thought was fair and what they thought wasn't fair. We had a number of different options of what we can do with the unminted supply. One of those options was to allow OGs to mint it for zero point 0.01 ETH, which we already excluded. That's not happening. So what we're going to do is we are going to close mint tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we're going to kick off the OG free claim mint session where you guys, all the OGs who we took a snapshot of, can go in very similarly to how you have been minting. You can go onto a website and do your free claim. And the only people that are able to do the free claim are the ones who we snapshotted, who held before the phase 2 whitelist mint started. So we're going to run that for 7 days. During that time, reveal will have happened already because we're going to have a reveal on Sunday. We're planning to have it at 12 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. And then once that period is over, we're going to take the remaining unminted supply, which is going to cut off tomorrow at 12 p.m. And we're going to add it to a community wallet, which all the members of the Bionic Ape family will have a vote of on what to do with. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, that answers my question. Thank you.
Of course, man. Thanks for being here, man. This is not the first time I heard you, so I appreciate you jumping on the AMAs and asking questions.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Always, bro. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring Big Skywalker up on stage, and then Juice Eater, you'll be right after that.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good, man. How you doing?
Done it again.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Damn it.
I on the first drop, you know, I got
Yeah, and there goes the audio. I am going.
and you know just keeping up with you
Hey,
guys. I think you're doing a
Discord.
great job. and then on this last mint, I had minted um another 5 because I was just so impressed with what you guys have been doing.
Yeah, I
Um,
appreciate that, man.
no problem, man. Thank you guys. Mark, I have a question, and it's about staking. So I've put in a support ticket. I don't know if anybody's seen it or whatever, but um, this is what happened. I got my MetaMask wallet, have all my
Mhm.
NFTs there, and I have a face scan on my iPhone so that it lets you in the MetaMask. So something messed up. It was like dark. It didn't get my face scan. It kicked me out. So I was scrambling for my seed phrase. Got it back. Right before I had lost the account, I had staked my NFTs. So when I got my account back, my NFT said I have any NFTs in there, but they were in the stake wallet when I go to there. So I was just wondering, when you stake, do they stay in your MetaMask wallet and you'd be able to be visible, or they would like go to a different like address and they would be out of your NFT until the staking period's over, and then they would like come
Mhm.
back or something?
Yeah. So the
That's
technicality side of it
me and
is
stuff talking about you need to verify it on some website and put your seed phrase in. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that, dude.
no.
But you see, it's just happened like that now. So I've got to go back out again. It restarts its bloody self, and I've got to jump back in again.
A safety
It's
deposit
not very
box.
bloody helpful.
They give you a pair of keys and you sign a piece of paper and you're the only one that's entitled to see
Yeah,
the
it's not the
contents
first time.
and
So
deposit things into the
2 days
safety
ago,
deposit box.
I did
Think
the
of
first AMA,
crypto as
and
the same concept, except
there
these
was no
deposit
payment.
boxes are
There was
made of
just my
glass, where
audience
everyone can see the
mobile bank.
contents of these deposit boxes, except you're the only one with the keys to it. So when you give up those keys, meaning your seed phrase, whoever you shared it with now has a duplicate copy of those keys where the lock cannot be changed. So once you give up that seed phrase, you have completely compromised your wallet. And anyone can see the contents of your wallet. Just like I said, it's like a safety deposit box that's made of glass. So once you give up those keys, they're gone, and you're compromised, and all those assets that you once had in there are likely going to be gone because whoever scammed you out of your seed phrase, thinking to convince you to say that, oh yeah, this is something legitimate, and you need to verify your wallet or whatever.
Yes,
No such thing
please.
exists. When you create a
Instant.
wallet, it even says numerous times in warnings, especially on MetaMask, on Trust Wallet, on other wallets as well, never share your seed phrase with anyone. You write them down and you put them in a safe, and you never share them with anyone, no matter if it's online, anywhere, right? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy you didn't do that. But when
Keep
you
in
stake,
mind,
yeah,
sorry, one second, just to add to that for those who are listening in, um, at least at the bank, you can go ahead and say to the bank, "Hey guys,
There it goes again. This is really starting to bug me, man.
support. If you lost it, you lost it. Like there's support to say, hey, like these are the mistakes you made. But if you lose it or if you give up your seed phrase, there's no way they could ever get those funds back. So be very careful with this step.
So
yeah,
it was just coincidental because I had staked, and then my account got locked out, and I had to get it back. And then when I got it back, I didn't see any NFTs in there. So then I had put it in general chat, and then obviously I got like 3 or 4 scammers asking me for my seed phrase, and I was like, guys, like I'm not supposed to verify it like that. I understand that, but the
yeah,
coincidence was like, I don't know where my NFTs are, but I see them in there. So I was just checking to see if after I
yeah,
stake them, will they come back into my MetaMask account, or
of
do they
course.
still show in your MetaMask account while they're in the BAPE
So they won't show.
staking address?
They will show in your MetaMask, but they won't show on OpenSea, right? Because remember, staking is a relatively new thing when it comes to NFTs. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the API or the user interfaces haven't been developed around staking because a lot of projects out there don't offer staking with NFTs, right? Um, so when you stake, you're ultimately agreeing to put it into a different wallet, which is controlled by the project that you're staking with, and it's going to be in that wallet for X amount of days. You can unstake at any time, which a transaction takes place for you to transfer from that wallet back to your own wallet. And then if you agree to get the staking period matured through 30, 60, or 90 days, you are rewarded X amount in that project's tokens. So, for example, in our project, if you stake for 30 days, you get 2250 BAPE
and it's cut out again. I am going to flip.
Will go back into your wallet. You'll see it back on OpenSea. You can list it. You can do whatever you want with it, which you can still do while it's being staked. Except if you unstake it before that maturity period, you will lose those rewards. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I just because you said that they would stay in the MetaMask wallet, but then they would go to another wallet for staking. So I'm asking, do I need to do an import of my NFTs back? Am I still supposed to see them in the wallet and see them in your wallet, or I would just see them in your wallet and not in mine until they get back because they're not on OpenSea?
Yeah, they're not going to be on OpenSea, but you will see them in your MetaMask, and this is why we
I
made the
don't
interface.
see them there, so I need to probably. What would I need to do?
You could
Because
either you could
my
reload
account
your
got
page.
locked, so then when I unlocked it again, my NFTs weren't there.
Okay, that's a bit weird. I mean, I can try to help you out in support tickets if you open up a support ticket. Yeah, I would have to start doing research on my own on what happens with the locked account. I don't think I've ever
I'm just
experienced
wondering
a
because
locked
there was an
account.
import option, so I was wondering. It was saying you put in the address for the NFT and you put what number, name for the NFT there, and then it would import it. But I didn't do that because I wasn't sure of the address of my NFT because I couldn't see it anymore and I didn't screenshot it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Try to get to the bottom of it. But ultimately,
Yeah.
Looks like
as
I'm
long
I
as your
opened
account
two and
or
they said
your
everything was all good, but then I'm getting mixed answers. So it would help. I'll open a ticket
yeah,
and then try to get somebody to give me a definite answer, but they're not in my
I'll help you
MetaMask
with that.
wallet anymore,
that they
but they are in
flip.
the staking wallet.
Okay, as long as you're in a staking wallet and your wallet was not compromised, then you have nothing to worry about. If you believe your wallet was compromised, if you shared your seed phrase or clicked
No,
the
sir.
link or scanned a QR code, then you obviously have risk of being compromised. But if you did not, then you're fine. So we can get that fixed. If you have an
Appreciate it.
open ticket, just tag me and I'll get to it and we'll get
I'll
to the bottom
stop
of it.
being a Debbie Downer. On top of all that, I
Nah,
just
it's all
want to
good,
say I
man.
appreciate you guys. You guys are doing a
That's what we're
great
here for,
job.
bro.
Keep up the great work.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
man.
That's what we're
Hey,
here for. There's
yeah.
no bad questions. Yeah, just we're always here to learn together. And there's some things that we didn't know everything when we first started. So we're all learning at the same time, guys.
Yeah. This
Thank
is
you.
all a learning process with everyone. You learn something new every day, dude. I'm telling you, that's the beauty of this space.
I mean, it's evolving so fast. The space evolves so fast. So things are changing every single day.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and bring up the next person who I said was Juice Eater. So Juice Eater, whenever you're ready. And then right after that, we've got Pat Knapp and Dillygaff, 84. So did we? Oh, Juice Eater, whenever you're ready, go ahead and hit that accept button, and we'll be able to get you on stage. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Pat Knapp. Eugene, can you still hear me? Am I still here?
No, I hear you. Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
waiting
so
for
it's not on my
Dilligan to
side.
go up on stage.
All right, cool. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure. I'm like, maybe I was like, did I lose internet? All right, we're gonna go ahead and try the next person, Dillygaff. We're gonna bring you up on stage, and then after that, it's gonna be Jaeger and Crazy Life NYC.
See what happens if I stay in the chat.
All right, maybe something's going on with the system because I put up three guys.
Let me try. Yeah, I don't see anybody up on stage. Oh well, no,
No,
I see that you invited
yeah, there's
Pat
three
Knapp,
I've invited.
yeah, Dilligaff and Juice Eater, but you guys have to accept the invitation on your end to get up on stage. Oh, there we go. We got Pat Knapp. Hey, how you doing?
Yep, there we go.
You got me?
Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Yep, we
we
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Perfect. Hey, so really calling to say praise. First time I created a Twitter account. First time I created an IG account.
Oh,
First
yeah.
time I entered Discord. I mean, like first time for everything. Of
Welcome, bro.
course, did a quick skim when on IG, looked at your guys, profiles. I have to be honest, at first, definitely looks like influencer, but I looked at your guys' work. You guys got a plan. You guys communicate, and I work in clinical informatics, and I understand Python, coding, and SQL, and
Wow,
I think that's something great happening. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Thank you,
that's
bro.
amazing. Yeah, are
Thank
you
you for coming
familiar
up.
with Solidity as well? Solidity is like the ultimate smart contract language.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great language to learn. And for anyone that's a programmer out there or is familiar with Python or C++ or anything, Solidity is a great language to learn. I'm not a developer, so for me this is completely like not even up my avenue. But we do have a great team of developers who know the language very, very well. Part of the reason why we had no failed transactions during Mint and why our staking contract was easily executable.
What's
So
up?
I praise them, obviously, but yeah, man, that's awesome to hear, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Excited.
joining and welcome.
Of
Yeah,
course. Of course. Thank
same
you.
here. Of course, man. Thanks for being here. Did you have any other questions pertaining to the project or?
No. Just want to say, hey,
Oh,
this is great. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
sweet, man. Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you
for
for
being here.
thank you
Again.
for showing up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring up the next person to the stage, and that person is Jaeger. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, Jaeger.
Yo, what's up, Bape and Shake?
What's up, my man? How you
How's it
doing?
going, man?
All good, man. I missed a couple of AMAs, but I always seen the title Bape and Shake, and it
Sorry,
always give me
guys.
goosebumps.
That's
Man,
all
Coming
good.
up to me.
yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I just wanted to say, I see some people talking about the floor price and everything, and whenever this discussion come up, Eugene always answers is like, "Oh, I didn't notice." So I think that gives you a sense that he really doesn't care about the what's happening there. Yeah, obviously it's an indicator how the project is performing, but overall he's just focused on what's in the future. And from what I can tell, I've been using my committee membership to the fullest. So I play the game, which is great. Uh,
Nice.
yeah, yeah, I cannot wait for it to play it on my phone when I don't know, on the bus or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, you guys have been probably the most transparent in this space. And if anyone has doubts, I can tell it from experience. I think it's been like 2 months here. It's been great. Eugene is always responsive. All the team members are actually. And yeah, I just want to show my support because you guys are spectacular. I have enjoyed it so much, and I cannot wait what's to come.
Bro, you know what's
Thank you,
crazy?
man.
You know what's crazy? I just want to say this real quick. We have such a supportive community here that people have reached
Yeah.
out and said, "Have you guys hired these people on from Fiverr
Oh yeah,
to come to
That
the
was
AMAs
funny.
and support you?" And it's like, bro, like you can go and look at every one of these people's wallets, and they've all minted. We didn't tell anybody. Like, we're not paying people on Fiverr to go and mint 10
Yeah,
Bapes to be part of the project just to make people excited. This is what I
Yeah, we
love
are
so
not
much.
that
It's
cheap, mate. We are not that
yeah,
cheap.
love it,
you
love
you
it.
you gotta pay it more. Yeah,
yeah, man. That's what it's about, like, and it's funny. I literally saw this on Mint Day, and I just like I was laughing because there were times when I was on the AMA, and like there was people that were new, like Jaeger, even including yourself. One of the first AMAs we did, you were so supportive. I was like, man, is this real? Like, is this real feedback we're getting here? Like, and you're still here today, which shows a lot. You made it all the way out here. You believe in the project big time. And I'm super, super thankful for it. And also, while you're here, I know you asked a question in the BAPE committee chat, and you asked how we are able to secure partnerships and collabs with other projects. So the process is pretty similar to what we've been doing, except now that we'll have more time to focus on bigger collabs that have more upside value for our members. Before, it was mostly Mike that was bringing me all these different collab deals that I was looking through. Now I'll have a lot more time to actually vet and make sure that this is someone with like a legitimate roadmap, a legitimate team, and something they could do really, really, well on, right? Where our values are also aligned with theirs. So I hope that answers your question. I didn't get a chance to respond to you, but yeah, I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, you see, this is what I'm talking about. I just typed it in the chat, and you still remember and answer it even here. I think that shows how much you care. It's amazing. I didn't expect you actually to answer it here.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, no, I listen. I see things like when I go to sleep and then I wake up in the morning. Obviously, people are in different time zones and they tag me throughout the night. So I literally run through whoever tagged me, and if it was an important question or something that needed to be answered, I would respond to them, even though they wrote it like 6 hours ago or whatever. So I do that too to try to just accommodate everyone and answer everyone's questions, so there's no uncertainty and there's plenty of transparency.
Yeah, just one last thing. As always, I'm gonna give a shout out to Darkuch because whenever I came up on the stage, he just types random shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Sorry,
yeah, that guy is funny as hell. Yeah,
it's
but
really funny.
overall, I think this project is definitely for the long run. And if someone's here for the quick flip or whatever, yeah, it's your choice. But I think everyone should stick around to see what's uh, coming.
Yeah,
You just
man.
gotta. Darker just said, "Don't shout me out. I'm shy."
Dark is far from shy, man. Darkage is the gift master, dude. He's out here driving his forklift and sending us gifts. It's hilarious, man. I love it. It's so funny.
Yeah, man, I think that's all from my side. I'm not just going to take much of your time, guys.
Thank you.
Amazing
No
Thank you
job.
worries,
for
man.
being here, bro.
Yeah,
By the way,
yeah,
since you've been
yeah.
on this call, since you've been on, since you joined the AMA, two more people just minted, and the supply is it was like 1100 something, and now it's like 1098 left. So yeah, I
Oh
mean
wow,
we
that's awesome.
yeah we appreciate you being on stage, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
awesome,
real.
guys. Awesome. Let's just keep rocking and see where we at.
Hell
For sure,
yeah, we're gonna keep rocking, man. It's like I said, guys. This is
always.
a very new space. There's so much to learn, so much to do, so much opportunity. Like, you should all participate as much as possible. And I'm not talking about just within this project. There are many other amazing projects out there as well. Do your research, do your diligence. If you find something that intrigues you, whether it be the team, whether it be the roadmap, whether it be anything that you think is interesting and has potential, invest your time wisely. Study, read, learn, ask questions. Get feedback from the community. Like, this is an unprecedented time in the sense where 10 years ago, Discord wasn't really a thing. You weren't able to go and connect with people. Like, for example, you guys are all aware of Facebook groups. For anyone that still uses Facebook, there's a thing that they've evolved where they made Facebook groups, and it's based off of whatever your interests are. Like, for example, if somebody rock climbs and there's a regional rock climbing group where they all meet up and they go rock climbing, it's just a common interest that they have. Our common interest here is crypto, NFTs, Web3, things of that nature. The digital lifestyle. Like, it's a super interesting time, and it's more interesting when you start really wrapping your head around it and exploring more. There's a lot of opportunity out there. There's a lot of potential for upside. And for the people that are early adopters of this, I think you guys will be very happy once this space evolves even more. Obviously, don't forget, not everything's perfect. There will be road bumps along the way, but I believe in the long-term potential of this space, which is what I apply to for this project. So, yeah, man. Again, Jaeger, happy to have you on here. Thanks so much for being a supporter.
Yeah, man. Catch up you guys soon.
All
Thank you,
righty.
bro. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Crazy Life, and then after Crazy Life, we've got. Oh man, there's a lot of you guys in the. I'm gonna try and get to everyone as fast as possible. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give each person a couple minutes to speak, and then let's be respectful of everyone else's time, so we can get everybody on stage if possible. We've got Private Sniper, Hitman, Antsman. Oh, you guys are waiting. I can see you all. Promise you, I'll get you guys as soon as I can. But crazy.
So
Tim, I've been
what's
calling you
up,
crazy
guys?
life I've been calling you
No,
crazy life this entire time. I just
no,
realized it's not that.
it's crazy flex, basically. Everybody knows. The X
Yeah.
I'm
and
just
the
gonna.
X. I got flea, I got flay. When they call me flay, I'll say,
Yeah.
"Where's my mashed potatoes and shit?" You know, like I get. Fucking, that's just what it is. But it's
Yeah.
flex, brother. No, all good. I'm not tripping, man. This is what
All
it
good.
is.
The love,
Welcome.
But
man.
How's it
yeah,
The
going?
hype.
thank you. Going great. How's it going with you
Very
guys?
good, man.
Great. Really
Amazing,
good.
man. I
We
love
I'm
it.
happy. to
so
hear
we were saying this yesterday. We went to dinner. The founders and we all brought our girlfriends with us to the dinner, and our girlfriends were like, "This is the first time I've actually seen my significant other in months. Like this is our first date." So we were like, they started like laughing within themselves at how much we spend time. Eugene's girl was like, yeah, all he does is just he's on his computer all the time performing, and like when he's in AMA mode, nothing matters. He's in AMA mode. So, and it's the same for me.
Yeah.
but believe it or not, I know you guys are like a shit ton more busier than me, but like Discord has definitely, being in this space has definitely taken a lot of time for the majority of us. I'm pretty sure you guys more than others, but yeah, man, I feel the pain. My girl, what do you call it? Sends me to the doghouse or whatever. Like I can't even look at her at times. I feel the pain. I gotta like get her drunk or something and get myself drunk. So I feel the pain, guys. I feel it.
Yeah.
Um, but great. I'm glad. I'm just really happy that you guys still have your chin up and just going through this shit like with your chest out. It's very it's very very good, man. I appreciate that. I just wanted to ask you guys. Um, Now, when we have our thing staked and it goes to reveal, it's gonna reveal by itself in stake as well. Our apes.
Yeah, yeah. So, how that's going to work is, so remember, you can still see the contract in OpenSea, right? Like, so when you stake, there's still a wallet there that holds all of the staking NFTs that you can see there as well. In addition, you can see it on the like mint.bapes.io/stake URL. If you go there, you'll see your staked NFTs on top. Sorry, your unstaked NFTs on top and your staked NFTs on the bottom. They will show there as well, so you can actually see an image of it, of what it looks like. So yeah, that's all there. There's no there's no like issue or any API issue. Yeah, there may be an issue with OpenSea. Could be a thing, but like nothing that is impossible to resolve. So you guys will see it for sure.
All right, cool. So like no refreshing or nothing. You guys will do it since my apes will be all a
Mm.
stake. You guys will be doing it automatically. I can just go to that stake and see if it's all.
Yeah, yeah. You may have to reload, like refresh your cache, but other than that, that's as far as it'll go. So.
Oh yes, because although they're in that wallet, they're still in OpenSea in that wallet.
Hmm.
So I can just
Yep.
go do that. I see. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. If you go, like, I'm trying to play out like worst case scenario. If there is some issue, if you go inside of the staking wallet on OpenSea and just type in your whatever your BAPE number is, you should see it there, and it's kind of the same way. You still own all your rights to it. It's still yours. It's
Right.
just you're staking it, so it's not a big deal.
Cool, man. I can't wait to share my rares with you guys, my one of ones or wherever they are. I know I have
Hell yeah.
some in my wallet. And again, you guys are doing a great job, man. I'm with you guys till the fucking wheels fall off. Although I know they're not gonna fall off. So
Hell yeah.
I'm
Thank you
here
for
with you
support,
guys,
bro.
man.
Thank you
Absolutely,
for being here, bro.
for
Yeah,
sure,
I
bro.
And
appreciate that.
you're definitely not alone, guys. Who in the general chat is excited for a reveal? Like, go ahead and
Oh,
um,
bro, me, I'm excited.
Like, let me just scream it all
I mean,
out. That's
there you go. I love. I mean, Ants Man started this. He would say, let me see the bananas or the ducks or whatever in the chat. And once he did that, I'm like, this is a genius idea to get just like look at the chat go off. Like,
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's awesome to see.
yeah.
Amazing,
Um, but bro,
amazing.
thank you for being here, Crazy Flex. Appreciate your time,
Let's
brother. We're
go.
gonna bring on the next person to the stage, who
Yes, absolutely.
who is Private Sniper. You were next. Then we've got Hitman. Then we've got Ant-Man. And then if I have time, I'm going to try to bring up the rest on stage. If not, guys, apologies. Because, yeah. So the next person, whenever you're ready, go ahead and accept the invite. Private Sniper, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, guys. You have a good one.
Thank you,
Take
man.
care, bro.
Appreciate you.
Hey guys, can you hear us?
Can hear you
Yeah.
perfectly. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. New to the community, so I've got lots of questions, but I'll limit it to two if that's okay.
Yeah,
You can
whatever you want, man.
unlimited. You can ask 100 if you want.
So I mean, first question, like I've seen the P2E, the game that you've brought out. Obviously, it looks good. I'll be honest, it's not the type of game that I normally play, so you know I'm not too bothered about that. But I think the apes look sick. I'm sort of excited for the NFT side of things. But
Cool.
one question I'm wondering is like if you've got any more ideas of like what these apes could do aside from like that game.
So what so you're talking about utility specifically pertaining to the project? If you're
Well,
referencing,
I mean, you mentioned there's like the metaverse, Decentraland, I think it was, but I'm wondering,
yeah,
like, have you got any other ideas in the same sort of space, but like on different
of,
platforms, or?
of course. So we've got we've got two things cooking that I'm most excited for the next drop. And again, this connects with the evolution of this project, right? Like a number of different things can happen. In reality, there's no wrong thing to do and there's no right thing to do because not enough theories have been put to test yet in this space where there's a rule book. So there's no like set rules to follow outside of have your morals, like do the right thing, things like that. So the one thing I'm excited for is the open world game. So right now, if like you mentioned, obviously you saw the running game where you're the bionic ape and you're running away from these robots that are trying to capture you and scrap your body for parts, and you've got obstacles in your way, and you're in this post-apocalyptic type city. The storyline is that eventually you're going to make it out of that, out of this like post-apocalyptic city, and you're going to be in a different world where you're going to be presented with a different set of challenges. And this is kind of where it ties in with the evolved and devolved bionic apes, where you'll have a lot more character customization. You'll have things that you'll be able to use your BAPE tokens for, which are in-game upgrades and things of that nature. That's one element that I'm very excited for. And again, don't have like I don't want to get your hopes up. This is not something that happens in weeks. This is something that takes months to develop, which we've already started developing. But the BAPE Escape game, which is pretty straightforward, pretty simple. A lot of people have said it's very similar to Temple Run or Subway Surfer, but you're ultimately running and collecting these radioactive bananas, which act as in-game tokens, which can be converted to BAPE tokens. Which BAPE tokens also have value outside of just the ecosystem. They can be traded on Uniswap. And outside of that, we have staking. And on top of that, I don't know if you were here at the start of the AMA, where we revealed what the actual in real life component that we're building on now, which is the part where we're working on an app where you can connect your wallet, and it'll be a future utility to the next drop where you can earn these types of tokens for just movement, in real life movement, for walking, for running, where it tracks your, how active you've been for that day. And for the people that aren't very active, it still allows you to go and rent out your NFTs to make a commission off of them. So it's kind of, there's a decent amount of exposure for upside on that utility, and that's going to be something that ties in with the next drop. And that's what's
Really
tied
good
into
idea.
the evolution of this project, where we no longer are an A project, where we are the Bionic Collective or the Bionic brand. That's the direction that we're headed with this.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'm really excited for that. The other sort of question I have is not really specific to this project as such, but like for people like myself and pretty much everyone here who's interested in the NFT space and all the different projects out there, and there's a lot of rug pulls going on, and like I mean, you mentioned like doing due diligence, if I could even speak at this time of night, but I was just wondering if you had any advice on like when you're looking at other projects, like how, like what sort of things can you look at to say like, is this a a valid project? How do I know if I'm just about to lose loads of money for no reason? Like, what would your guys' advice be on that?
Yeah, and this is a fantastic question. I've answered this question numerous times in different AMAs. I think the first and foremost important element is doing your research on the team, because the team is what drives the project. They're ultimately the captain of that ship, the person behind the wheel. So that's the first thing you look at. Okay, now once you get a better analysis of the actual team, you start looking into their history, what they've done in the past, if they've done something. And then after that, you look at something like their roadmap or their white paper. And then you look at the items that are in their roadmap and you ask yourself, is this something that is achievable by this team? So it becomes kind of like you look at the team, you make your own self-analysis, whether the team you think is competent or incompetent. And then you look at the roadmap and you say, okay, this is exciting, not exciting, and this seems achievable or not achievable. Like, for example, there were other projects I've seen where there was one, I'm not going to name the project, hilarious, I thought. They said they were going to send one person to the moon. One lucky person will actually physically end up on the moon, like the planet moon, not like the metaphor version, but the actual moon. And their mint was 10,000 pieces at 0.5 Ethereum, which was absolutely absurd. And like, for a lot of people that are new to the space, they think we're in a gold rush, which we may be, but not entirely, not to that caliber where anything is possible. So that's like a red flag. Okay, well, how are you guys going to make this happen? There's no way, and yeah, that's just an example. But ultimately, I think those are the first, indicators. You got to do your own kind of research and ask yourself these types of questions. Do you think that team is competent? Do you think this roadmap is achievable? And so on. But yeah, there's a lot more, obviously. Just do your research.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, that's all the questions I had for today. So I'll leave the floor for someone else. But yeah, it's been great, and really thank you for taking the time to answer people's questions. It's great.
Oh, awesome, man! I'm happy that you jumped on and asked these questions. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Awesome. Guys, we'd love to keep this going, but we're just going to bring on two more people on stage. So Hitman B and Antsman, we'll take you guys on stage, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, and there's sorry, one more person I want to bring on, Res Panaz Gaming, because he mentioned he's actually recording this AMA and streaming it on his YouTube channel. So I just want to give him kudos for that, and a big thank you for doing that. So yeah, once you guys are done,
appreciate you.
Bring him up. Yeah.
No, yeah. Just real quick, thank you, bro. That's an awesome thing for you to do. We appreciate you doing that. We'll probably ask you for the file later because I had some audio issues, so I wasn't actually able to record this. So I'd love if I could get the audio so I could put it into the Discord for the people who weren't here today.
Defo, man. No,
Awesome. Hitman D, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Hey, Hitman, you there? I don't know if anyone ever played the game Hitman. It was a great game.
The best game.
I love that game.
What a genius game.
Yeah.
Hitman, we're not able to hear you. It may be an audio issue. Sometimes you may need to X out of the app and then come back in. It just does that. Discord has been very weird with audio lately, which is why I wasn't able to record this one. But I'm going to go ahead and let you figure that out. In the meantime, bro, I am going to bring up Antsman. In the meantime, but if you can, Hitman, X out of the app sometimes, and then come back in, and that sometimes fixes it. Or if you're on mobile, switch to desktop. If you're on desktop, switch to mobile.
Come on, don't do this to me.
Antsman, whenever you're ready, bro. Good, bro.
How we doing today, guys? You hear me okay?
I hear
Hey,
you perfectly.
yeah. How you doing?
Cool. I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing. Thank you for asking. So I appreciate you guys bringing me up on stage. Very last second too.
Sure.
I have a few questions. I will make it quick because I know you guys are really busy. I did miss a little bit in the end about what's happening to the unsold Bapes. I know they're going into a community wallet. Later on in the future, what will we be able to do with this community wallet? Are we all going to decide in a group on what to do with them, or are they just going to be kind of dispersed for giveaways from time to time?
Yeah, so the first, and again, this is like an open thing. Don't think that what I'm saying here is set in stone. This is for the community to ultimately decide.
Yep, there we go. And it started again. Come on, get your butt back in there.
Like a commercial brand reached out to us and they wanted to acquire 20 of these pieces to use them in some sort of commercial rights. They can do that, which you guys can also do too, by the way. For anyone that's holding a Bionic Ape NFT and you want to shoot a movie or you want to shoot a music video or you want to use it for your business to just have it as a backdrop, you can do that. There is no limitation to what you can do with the assets that you own in this project. Like for example, there are some projects that actually limit copyright, like art, right? They say you can't do it for this, you can't use it for anything commercial, which I think is silly. Anyone that holds a Bionic Ape NFT can do whatever they want with them. There's absolutely no limitations to what you can do. If you want to launch your own collection, make a derivative of the Bionic Apes, you're free to do so as well. It's really, you know, like it's kind of limitless, right? But back to the community wallet
Okay.
part. Everybody will vote on what they want to do with all the NFTs in that community wallet, and obviously, like we get reached out by different groups. Offering all sorts of different things, different collaborations that are not just in the NFT space, not just collaborating with another NFT project. Some reach out just to, they want to get some exposure. Like they have, we had one, it was a school. I forgot, I think it was in Brazil or Argentina. They reached out to us and they asked if we could do a session on who we are, how we work, and things like that. And I think it would be really interesting if we did a partnership and said, if you have 50 participants, maybe 10 of them could receive a Bionic Ape NFT completely at random. So something like that. I mean, you guys could vote on that. That's the whole point of community involvement.
Okay, cool. That's awesome info. Is just because like this, out of all the projects I've been into, this is the first time we're doing like a community thing like that. So it's really cool to get some details and just some more knowledge on how this works because I see so much potential in it, and I think it's a really great idea rather than burning such great artwork.
Yeah, we don't want
Burn
to burn
it.
it.
We
Burning
all love
sucks.
it too
It's
much.
definitely like the last
Don't do this
resort.
to me.
We're not gonna. I think it makes more sense. It's not like we have 3,000 that are unsold. It's around a
Yeah,
thousand. I think it's fine if we put it in a community wallet where everybody can vote and do with it. It's not a big
yeah,
deal.
100%.
You know.
And honestly, I think before Mint closes, I'd be surprised if we're under the thousands by the time we close. I have strong
Yeah, that
hopes
would
for
be
that.
cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, same man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We went hard, bro. You saw this. You were here since day one. You saw what we did on phase one. We had an immense budget that we funded ourselves for the first phase of the marketing. We didn't hit the budget, but we rolled it over for the second phase as well, and very very focused on doing collabs with alpha groups, with other servers. There was a period of time where like 2-3 weeks went by where a lot of the OGs were like uncertain. They were like, hey, is there going to be any movement? Like, I don't see any members. What's going on? Is this like stalling? It was just about timing and timing the market proper. Because remember that whole conflict with Ukraine and Russia started. That took a hit on the market. Then
Yeah.
NFTs just
Yeah, that took a
entered.
hit.
Yeah, NFTs just entered a bearish space, and like we could have kicked it off right away, but we just decided to wait, and just kind of wait it out because it had more value on the back end than it did had we
Yeah.
just like took a week off and right back at it. So again, for people that are patient and people that understand the longer term vision, they're the ones that I think are going to be rewarded.
Yeah, man. And I mean, maybe on that, man. Like patience is very key, man. You know, it's all about timing, and like that's why, like on my part, when I see people tripping or like tripping out about the project or they're worried about selling out, I always tell them, guys, like it's not about the sellout point. You know, I mean, yes, it'll suck if we have to burn them or whatever, but at the end of the day, it creates more value to the project because there's less out there available. You know what I mean? So no
Yeah.
matter what, we're still benefiting from it. So like I
Mhm.
always try and just let people know like the whole picture rather than looking at it from one side, because yeah, for sure people get worried, but that's why we're here, you know, just to make sure everyone's on the same level, know how we're moving and where we want to go.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about, you know. And like, a lot of projects don't sell out. Not selling out is not like, I don't know why it has this stigma where it's like a really, really bad thing. For projects that don't sell any, yeah, it's kind of tough because you don't have enough capital to expand and grow. But we've got the resources, we've got the developers, designers, marketers. Like, we have a pretty solid team, and we have a very supportive group of members, like all of you guys, that are able to really back this project. Not only those who have minted, but those that are super active in engagement. Like, that goes a long way too. And we've got a pretty experienced team. So like, it's a great recipe for success, in my honest opinion. But you know, anything worthwhile does not come overnight. It's not like I'm Gary V that's out here preaching this and telling you, yeah, you know, I've been doing this for 20 years, been selling wine since I was 18 or whatever. Like, he's a goat, obviously, like the greatest of all time
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
to NFTs and art, no question. Like, he's a god, you know, like if you were to compare it to somebody. But we're not that. We're on our way there. I think we'll get there, you know, because we follow our principles of integrity, transparency, execution, like all this stuff that we want to do. So I think in due time, we will get there. We will get to a place where people will look back and say, when I was in doubt, I shouldn't have been, you know? That's my honest
Yeah,
opinion.
100%, dude. I couldn't agree with you. It's right on point, right on the month what you're saying,
Yeah,
man. Amen.
of course.
Amen.
Yeah. And hey,
So I
bro,
guess
I'm not, sorry, I just want to add one more thing. I'm not saying
yeah, yeah.
everything will be sweet. There's nothing is perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. There will be road bumps. There will be roadblocks. There will be obstacles that we will have to overcome. And a lot of people, when they see that, they're just like kind of scared. You know, they're like, "Oh no, this is it. This is the end." No, 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 no. We're not giving up. We have no intention of giving up. We're still moving forward, like
Yeah,
full
man.
110%. You know, there's no question about that.
Dude, this is just the beginning, bro. This is just the
Yeah,
beginning. It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So I guess I just want to conclude with just a basic rundown on what's to come, just for more of the community and for the new members that are jumping in. So coming up tomorrow, we have mint. Well, the mint's closing, right? Public mint
Mm-hmm,
sale
mm-hmm.
is closing
Yep,
tomorrow, and then after
yep.
that, we're opening up with to the OG holders free
Right.
claim.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, and then after that will be, well, while that's going on, reveal will be
Yeah.
released on Saturday, I believe you said, right?
Yep. Yep.
The
Yep. Yep.
12th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And as far as the game, do we have any updates on that yet?
Yeah, we got the alpha. So you guys, the committee members, have already tested the pre-alpha version. Granted, I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
say about
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
30% of them were actually able to have a successful test because, you know, the game was like too high. It wasn't. I guess from what I understood from my gamer developers, what they told me, it wasn't optimized for to be universally played, I guess, across all platforms. So some people with a weaker graphics card experienced lagging issues. They had some issues with like gameplay
Yeah,
in general.
yeah,
Some of them couldn't load it, which is fine. Like one of our moderators, Rafus, he had no problem playing it. Sergeant, you know, one of our Bionic legends, he had no issue playing it. He got
yeah,
all the way
yeah.
to the end of the game, you know. And there was some other
Sheesh.
positive feedback we had, but yeah, it wasn't. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you the game was flawless. Everybody had a great time playing it with no issues. No, but that's why it's a pre-alpha. Like this is just so you guys see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
here's something of substance. Like I can show you videos of me playing it. I can show you progress videos, but for the first time, I think it was last week or whenever it was, you guys actually were able to download it and play it and test it for yourself. So that was the purpose of that, just so you see, like, here's the pre-alpha version,
facts.
here's where we're at. So to answer your question, the alpha version is coming up. They told me that this at the end of this week, this coming week, not this Sunday, but like when Monday starts, we should have the alpha version ready. And
Okay.
the alpha version can be played by all holders.
Awesome.
It's not token earning yet. That will be in the
Awesome.
beta version. But just so people can see, like, here's the game. Give us your feedback. Like, just like I've been collecting feedback from the committee members on what to change and what to do and what to improve on, it'll be the same way for the alpha version.
Cool, awesome. And before I get too ahead of myself, you actually just reminded me of one thing about the coins. So with the coins we will be earning in-game and through staking, where do those coins get dropped? Do they get dropped into MetaMask wallet?
Sorry, you cut out after in-game, and then I heard would they be dropped into MetaMask wallet? If you're asking about the BAPE tokens, yeah. No, it's all good. I think I understood your question. We're still trying to figure out what is the best claim period, if it's going to be once every week or once every 2 weeks or once every month, but you will have like a record of how many times you played, how many radioactive bananas you collected, and then there's going to be a ratio. Let's say like 10 bananas to 1 BAPE token, as an example. We haven't set these ratios down just yet. But yeah, it's going to be either like a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly claim, where you can, a transaction will take place. You will claim these tokens, and they will go into your MetaMask or your wallet ID.
Okay, yeah. So the token, okay. So the tokens go into the MetaMask wallet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, cool. Awesome, man. All right. Well, I think. Yeah, same thing with the staking. Okay, perfect. Awesome, man. Well, I think that pretty much sums it up. I just want to give a quick shout out to our community here because I see all kinds of love coming out to me and everything. And I just want to say, guys, it's not only me, man. We have all kinds of legends here, all kinds of OGs that support the team. Huge shout out to the founders, man. They're always putting 24/7 work into this project to make sure we keep heading into the right direction. So let's just keep moving as one, bape it and stake it, and throw down your fucking bananas in the chat, man. Show some love for these founders, man. Outstanding work. Outstanding work, guys.
I was like, there's no way he's gonna leave without saying it. I was like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
You know we got to do it, baby. You know we got to do it.
Yeah. Thank
right
you so
on,
much,
boys.
man.
Hey, thank you, boys, man. Like I said, man, like I'm always mind blown with this project. I've never been in a community so connected like this, and I've never met and engaged with founders that are so into it like this. And the fact that you guys even dropped the beta for community members to test out the game just really brings us more and more. I've never seen in the NFT world before. So hats off to you guys. You guys are making history everywhere we go.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you so much, bro. And yeah, also like, bro, we like I said before, we ran into roadblocks. Like, Mint, like this second phase was supposed to be sold out on the whitelist Mint is what we expected. But the gas was just not on our side. There was a massive drop with Gary V's project right before us, and like gas, the high gas fees. People were minting. They were like, "Oh my god, I just paid $200 in gas fees. What is going on?" So that, I think, slowed momentum down. Hey, we still got through it, and people still waited for gas to cool down, and a lot of people waited into the next day for public mint, and they didn't care that it was 0.1 ETH above. Like, they still ended up going out there and minting. And dude, that shows a lot. I think we have a lot of awesome supporters who see the long-term vision of the project and don't look at it for face value. They were able to kind of slice open that surface and just be like, all right, this looks interesting enough where I think I'm gonna stick. And that's the most awesome part, man.
Facts, bro. We got mad diamond hands up in here, man. Mad diamond hands. And that's why I'm telling people too, don't stress about what's on OpenSea, because I swear by like the next 2 weeks, bro, that shit gonna be swept up.
yeah. And hey, I just want to add one thing. I know there's been a lot of like new whales out here. You guys got to understand that, listen, we're here to give it 110%. We're gonna go all the way. We're gonna go the distance. And for anyone new, if this is your first investment, or this is your first NFT buy, or if this is your first exposure to crypto in general, understand risk assessment, which means you want to kind of know where you're at financially, right? Because you are ultimately spending the US dollar to converting it into Ethereum and minting, and you're spending your hard-earned money. So you guys need to understand that don't spend more than you can afford to lose. I'm not saying we're going to lose. I'm saying there's going to be plenty of upside because we're never going to give up on this project. But I want everyone to understand, not just for this project, for every other project, understand your own risk assessment. Like have that. Like know what your risk is. Like understand risk tolerance. You know what I mean? And this is for any investment, whether it's in real life, like real estate, investment into your friend's company, your own startup, whatever it is. Know that there is exposure for risk and understand those boundaries. So that's just one thing I wanted to say to everybody. But other than that, appreciate all your support, man. Thank you so much for being here, bro. You're
Well said, man. Well said. And the pleasure is mine, man. You don't need to thank me. I'm more than happy to be part of the team, man. Thank you for having me.
of
Brother.
course, bro. Thank you.
All right, boys. I'm gonna let you guys get back to other people. I took it enough of your time. I will catch y'all at the next AMA. All right.
Awesome, brother.
All right, brother. Appreciate you being here.
All right, boys. Congrats again. Always, man.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank you. The last guy,
Yeah. Much.
Rispinaz Gaming, Shadow Network.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
What a
happening,
way
bro?
to have
Amazing.
love it.
Hell yeah. Man. Incredible, bro. Yeah.
Bro, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Where are you based, by the way? Where are you based? I was getting the right foot. Your right foot. Man, I I I used to one of my roommates in college was South African, so I ended up learning so much slang. It was just so much fun to learn all the instead of traffic lights, you guys called them robots and the bayadanki, and it was just like it was so much fun learning that. I was like, oh man, I recognize his accent, man. I know where this guy's from. How's it going, man? Yep. Yes, lot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah. Hell yeah. And guys, for anyone listening, I just want to if you guys can tune into the general chat real quick, I'm going to share this awesome illustration which it was an inspiration for me personally for our merch. There's something about this that looks so heat, bro. Like the bee on their shoulder, man, the purple color with the purple hat, like it's fire, bro. It's so fire. And dude, look,
Look at
everybody,
the community
look at the
react.
reaction.
Look at the
Yeah, yeah,
does look sick.
yeah. Sick.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing, dude. It's dope, bro. It's dope. It's so dope. Yeah, and so we're thinking of making, like, right now we're in the, like, we're already getting the shirts printed, the limited edition drops. We're already working on the actual merch for BAPE. And remember, guys, BAPE, like the actual term BAPE, we can't put the word BAPE on our clothing because it is part of the Bathing Ape, which we are not affiliated with. But we hold the trademark, which we filed for, under BAPE for the digital asset class, which means when we make merch, we can put our logo, like the bee that you see there in that picture that I just shared, freely. And our merch is going to be around the Bionic brand, the Bionic Collective. That's what we're aiming for, to branch out and turn this not only into a digital brand, but an in real life brand with actual dope merch. And that's the long term goal here.
No,
No, all
bring
good.
it. You're amongst family. Love it, man.
Of course, of
Man,
course, of course, of course.
Ants, man, you have started a crazy trend, man. I love it. We're gonna everyone who's gonna come on stage is gonna have their own thing.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey.
You know, you guys energize us. We are done for the day and exhausted and crap.
Yeah.
This, guys, it has been a long. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I've just been up, and I right now I was like, I'm exhausted to do this MA, and this MA woke me the fuck up, guys. Like, thank you.
Same,
Yeah, always.
same, man. This shit got me going. Woo! Hell yeah. Of course. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited, bro. Yeah, yeah. Sunday, actually. Sorry. So Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Just to not confuse people. The mint closes tomorrow, which is Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern. The reveal followed by Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Man, I'm super, super, super pumped.
We need to have you as like the official MC, man. That was great. That was
Yeah,
like
bro. Yeah, you did a great
hype.
job, bro.
Guys, all right, now I got to get down to my real question, man. Hype's over. Let's get to the real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When
There's a few of them.
we
Yeah,
say
there's a few of them.
we're like guys, the reason why we don't really like release a lot of stuff is because there's a lot of stuff that we're working on in the background, and we want to make sure that we can deliver. There's a lot of there's so many components to this behind the scenes, and we're grateful enough to have some of the best devs out there. So I mean, we'll update you guys as that progresses, but I don't want
Yeah,
to and promise you the exact details as to how exactly word for word it's going to work, because we're still having a team develop that and figure that out as we speak. And
yeah,
without having I don't want to give you anything concrete and be like, oh, this is exactly the way we're going to do it when I don't know. So I want to be transparent and tell you we don't have 100% answer for that just yet, because it's still being done by the team right now.
Yeah, but I do want to add one more thing, and Sammy's probably going to hate me for this, but this would ultimately be your fitness stored in the blockchain. Like your movements are stored in the blockchain. You know, it exists. Those apps exist that are outside of Web3 and outside of crypto and NFTs. We want to do that. We want to bridge that gap. Like that's our ultimate end goal here. We want to bridge that gap between Web2, Web3, and bringing your digital life, whether you are an active person or not, which you can still lease out your NFTs to somebody that is active and still earn passively on it. And if you are active, you can. It'll entice you to do more, right? It'll entice you to stay fit. Like at the end of the day, like your health is what comes first. I've said this since day one, man. Like people that were grinding for whitelist spots. I'm like, nah, like go get your sleep. Like you'll get that whitelist spot. Don't worry about it. But your health comes first. Your mental health, physical well-being, and if we can promote that on the blockchain, like that's what drives me, right? Like that's the ultimate end goal here is to like have your movements or your fitness like stored on the blockchain. Like everything is done through blockchain. This is the future, guys. Like NFTs, crypto, it's the future of currency. I think there's so much upside to it. And yeah, man, we're moving towards that direction. Also, yeah, yeah, of course.
Bro,
Hey, man, I appreciate that.
thank you, brother.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. I love it. Yeah, of course.
Appreciate you, brother. Bro, thank you,
Hey,
man.
a lot of
Thank you.
love to you too, bro. Thanks for
What a
coming in.
way
You got
to
me
wrap
hyped
up.
up, bro. Yeah.
What a
Wow.
way to wrap up the AMA, man. What a
Oh
perfect
yeah.
end on, man. Bro,
Yep.
love everything you just said. Thank you so much for being here. And those of you, even if you guys never showed up on stage, guys, we even if you've never bought a bait before, even if you don't plan on buying one, just for you being here, man, we just genuinely appreciate the community in general. The fact the chance to take a look at our project, just that, we thank you from the bottom of our heart for actually considering looking at us and
Yeah.
seeing what we have to offer. And if you've minted, fantastic, great. We're happy to have you as family. And if you haven't, hey, maybe this isn't the project for you, but we're just happy to have you here either way.
Yeah, yeah, and even hey, not everybody can obviously afford. Like people are from different world. Not everybody can afford to mint, and that's okay. It's not like it doesn't mean you're not allowed to be here. You are more than welcome here. You can learn. You can still learn. You can still bounce ideas off of each other. Like you can still contribute. So don't be discouraged just because you weren't able to mint for whatever reason. We're here for you, and just super stoked to have everybody on. Thank you guys all for the support. Thank you for the wonderful AMA to many more. This is not the last one. We will have plenty more to come, and we'll be regularly updating everyone on everything. So stay tuned. Jump in the Discord. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you guys. Take care. Let me know in the chat who's excited for reveal. Take care, guys.
All righty.
All right, guys, that's it for the AMA. It's been fantastic. It's been lovely. I'm telling you guys. Please keep on tabs. Any other AMAs that come out when I'm available, because I'm starting a new gig now. I've got a Monday to Friday gig, 7 to 7. I may not be able to live stream all of the AMAs, but I will do my best. And I hope to catch you guys next time.